Hey lovelies, today I'm going to be doing my nails. It's been a long time coming. You definitely need to get done. And this video is for all my trans girlies out there that want to do their own nails at home. This is going to be polygel acrylics. We are using the Model 1's polygel kit, and we are going to be using our stiletto dagger kind of things, and I have these pre-picked out. So first we're going to start off with cleaning our nails, and we are going to clean them with some alcohol. Just getting those nails nice and clean so we can prep them and make sure that the polygels we are putting on stay on nice and long. All right, and then we're going to be using Blue Cross brand cuticle remover cream, and I'm going to go ahead and put that a little bit on each cuticle. And so a little bit of the cuticle remover cream on each cuticle. I'm going to go ahead and go through and do that on each one of these now. And then you're just going to go ahead and push your cuticles in. And try to get your nail beds cleaned up. And you're just going to repeat that for each nail. Try to keep it flat so you don't dig in. Try to keep it flat and parallel. You don't want to go deep and dig in. You want to keep it kind of leveled to your nail. And just repeat that for each nail. And you're going to get that nice and cleaned up with your cuticles pushed back. And then, as well as pushing your cuticles back with your cuticle cleaner, you're going to try and cut your cuticles. And I know a lot of people are uncomfortable with using cuticle cutters, but you want to try and trim excess dead skin cuticle away from your nail. So make sure you clean all of that with your cuticle cutter, and don't do it if you're not comfortable. And that'll leave us a cleaner foundation for when we're putting our nails on. And it's going to look a lot cleaner with the end result, for sure. And so you just want to know your own fingers, really, when you're doing this. Because you know your finger best. Nice. Cuticles are nice and clean and everything's ready on that end. We are ready to start filling in our nail molds with the polygel, and we are going to use, and for that we're going to use a slip solution, and that's going to be the Model 1 slip solution. And I like to just open it up and then put some in the lid. It's probably way more than I need, but that'll work. And then you'll have your brush piece, and it's normally dual-ended. That'll be like to grab some polygel if you want to use that end. And then this will be the brush side that we're using. And so it's going to be a nice flat tip brush, and you want to get it nice and soaked in the slip solution. Make sure it's nice and clean. Run it over the paper towel a couple times. But you really want that to be soaked in that solution. Okay. And then for our nails, you want to line them up. And so for the nails, you want to line them up around the cuticles and make sure they fit. And you can get different packs of these, and they'll come in like long extensions with all different sizes, and you go through those and you'll line them up to size. And you can get different shapes of nails as well if you like different kinds. I like the stiletto daggers. I think they're cute. I think they're sexy, and they're just very pointy. I like pointy. And so you just want to line it up with your cuticle and make sure that they fit. Take your polygel. They have different colors and different tones and all that. This one's kind of just a basic nude looking thing. The nude colors do really good with like French manicure tip looking ones if you want. And then you're just going to pour it in. And you'll learn like how much to do over time the more you do it to put in. And so it depends on which nail I'm doing, but it'll be a different kind of glob size depending. And then you just want to make sure you have the slip solution on there, and you want to pack it in to the nail. And you're going to guide it all the way down and form it to the sides. And just make sure that it doesn't stick to your brush. And so you want to make sure it's filled nice and evenly around the cuticle and up to the sides as well. And then you just want to keep it going to fill in the mold. And I think this is the part that takes the longest, because you just kind of have to be patient with it. And you just want to keep going until you get the full nail. And then once you're done, it should fill out pretty evenly. You shouldn't see too many lumps or uneven spots. And you do want to make sure that you get enough material to actually be steady on the tip. You don't want your tips to break all the time. Okay. And then you'll have all of those filled in, and it should look something like that. And then once you have all those, you are ready to put base coats on your nail. I like to go over my nails lightly with the 1000 to 4000 grit. And I like to just give it a little tack for the base coat to sit better. And it kind of helps it hold longer. So that's the only reason I do that. It lets the base coat have something to grab onto better. Okay, and then you want to apply your base coat to your nail. And you kind of want to push it up against the cuticle a little bit to get it in there. And just make sure it's a good even coat all across your nail. And then you're going to take your little light and you're just going to set that base coat underneath the light. You kind of want to tenderly grab it, and you want to line it up and kind of place it over. I kind of like to tilt it towards the back and then push it down a bit and just make sure that it sits on there nice. And then you want to get your button kind of started so you can get the nail to hold better. And then after you get it to stick on your nail a little bit, you want to flip it upside down and go in with your brush. And you want to just have some slip solution on it, not a lot. And you just want to make sure that it doesn't get up on your skin. And so you just want to clear that with the slip solution brush. And then once that's all nice and cleaned out, you can go ahead and kind of set the rest of the nail. Okay, so our nail is nice and set. Our only problem is we have this gap, and we're gonna like come in and custom fit that after we take this off. And then when you break it off, you want to kind of grab it and pressure it, and then you'll kind of peel it up from the sides, and voila, you have your polygel nail put on. So what I did was I stuck that corner underneath the nail and kind of bridged it up to the rest of the nail and then filled it in. And now we're just setting that with the light, and then we'll be able to wipe it up with alcohol and then shape it with one of our files. There's the first hand done. It just needs to be base coated, painted, and top coated. But in between all that, we're gonna do magnet. So now for the other hand, I have to go ahead and get all of these filled again with the polygel. So this is a pink magnetic glitter gel polish, and we're going to be using that with this little magnet to paint our nails. And first we're going to start off with our base coat, and then base coat will go into that. Want a nice good coat of the base coat along all of the nail. And then you're going to cook that for 30 to 60, and then you'll be ready to put the gel polish over it. And then you get your layer on there, and I like to just run the magnet underneath it all once, and then I like to just bring it around. And now I'm ready to bake that for another 30. And then after that's cooked, you're ready for your top coat. Okay, and there's our first completed nail. And then after we finish the rest, we'll use our cuticle oil and get everything looking nice. And also I have this second lamp for when I don't feel like doing one finger at a time, and then I can just use this, knock out 4 fingers. Pretty useful. We're going to use the top coat on all of those, and then we're going to get under there. Nice and top coat, hit the button, put it underneath, and let it finish. And there we have nice and set. Now we're able to go over them again with alcohol and get all the extra gookies off our fingers and hands. Just get a nice little wipe down. And there you have it. Nice and ready. Okay, now that those are all done and cleaned up, we are ready to use our cuticle oil. And we're just going to put a dab of this across every one of our cuticles. And you just want to put a little dollop on each cuticle and you want to rub it in. You rub it all in your cuticles. And it's going to help repair a lot of the roughness we caused doing the nails. Hi, alright, so that was my nail video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for the low light. Alright, but anyways, that'll be it for this video, and hope you guys were able to endure the poor quality, but I'll be working on future videos and trying to keep up with the YouTube channel. But until next time, bye.